Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
Welcome back, everybody. We are now here in Heroes Lounge, best of 3 series. On the left-hand side, we've got the Dyslexic Defenders with a Cassius, Sonya, Brightwing, Murd, and Deathwing. Right side of the map will be HauiGaming. They're going to be looking at an Anduin, Sylvanas, Vala, Leoric, and Johanna.
The battle begins in 10
We actually have Unfurling Shadows for the Sylvanas. Oh, that's actually, we could have done that as well. But either way, we got Thunderstroke Cassia for the Twitch Gamble. Thanks, Ash Mantle. Much appreciated.
1.
Kaimo with just the word 6 in chat. Okay. I guess the letter, the number. There we go. Took us a minute. We got there. LSK steps up. Shield glare near the gate. Type 6 in chat, chat. 420 on 100 or more. Any doubters? Any doubters available? Currently have the Leoric trying to make their way out of this. Meta Make backs away just fine. Thank you, Lard. Thank you, Stark. What if instead of a best of 3, it was first to finish game 3 wins? Or like 3 game wins? Isn't that just a best of 5? I don't follow you, Kaimo. I don't follow you. Whoever end game 3 wins. I can't wait to see your tournament series unfold, my friend. Sylvanas hunting wave back for a moment. I think she's trying to get a couple more stacks off of the Sonya in this top lane. Left side, we are going to be seeing your Dyslexic Defenders working on this Bruiser camp here. Right side, we see the Vala with the Siege Giants pushing into bottom lane. Kaimo wants 2 warm-up games and a best of 1. Okay. But Kaimo's retired. But Kaimo retired. He doesn't have to play any best of anythings. Also, isn't it like about a month until NGS starts up, right? It's Stormbolt right before the front gate right there. Vala just takes a handful of damage. She won't be falling. No Gambit level 1. Sylvanas with the Haunting Wave to join in with the allies here. Was she working on that camp? Doesn't look like it. Kaimo's a Twitch chatter full-time now. I mean, we need more Kaimoisms in this world. I saw like a big posted in NGS about like East and West, and I'm assuming it's like server or region for scheduling stuff.
Heroes, gather tribute and earn my favor.
Well, I'll do my best to catch the Ghillie Circuit bingo games that don't get cast. Are you guys? Do you know what division you're in? Are you Division A again? I'll probably just end up casting a whole heckload of division that you're in, like I do every season. Oops, all Division A. Level 7, coming through a little bit faster on the left-hand side. Half a level lead or so. Looks like a little fight breaks out in bottom lane. Divisions are not announced yet, but I'd assume A. Oh, okay, yeah, because they usually do the mead hall like 2 or 3 weeks before to announce all the divisions and stuff. I forgot about that. Yeah. Anyways, let's focus back in on the game. I just had a couple questions about NGS, but let's go ahead and focus back in on here on our best of 3 match here, Division 3 of Heroes Lounge, as our Cassia looks to just throw one more Lightning Fury back. The Twitch gamble, by the way, is still going on how many stacks she'll have on Thunderstroke. We're almost 4 minutes in, and she's got about 13 already. Be more in this bottom, or this mid lane defense. There's going to be Deathwing with some Skyfall rocks. Oni, sorry, we're gonna go for Oni for ease, is going to be able to tap well, jump back into the enemy team. Sin's exposed for some healing reduction.
Tired of your petty squabbling.
Not a best of 3. This is a best of 3.
Earn my favor.
Cataclysm in from Deathwing. LSK is doing their best to back away, and it looks like, yeah, they will be able to. Zoned by the Deathwing. Going into this melee build we don't see too often. I think they're in, Destroyer form, right? Yeah, because Worldbreaker has the two Lava Burst and the Earth Shatter. I think this is Destroyer form. We'll have to take a look and see what the abilities that are being used. But Deathwing with the channel right now. No interrupt. Let's see what Deathwing does here. Does he have an onslaught? Yeah, so he's got Onslaught right there. And then he's got the Wind Flap with the Incinerate as well. It makes sense with his 1 and 4. It makes sense to be in the Destroyer form. I believe this is like the Destroyer build. Another Onslaught in, and they take down the Sylvanas. Incinerate, Wing Flap. Oh, can this? Vala does not get out alive, and Cassia Deathwing, with the help of Brightwing, get a double kill after the objective channel. Map number 1 looking really good for the side of Dyslexic Defenders.
Gather tribute or face my curse. The choice is simple.
What's up, ISO? How you doing, bud? Alrighty. Anyways, Sylvanas will finish out the camp on the right side. That looks like it was stolen away. We currently have our boss in bottom lane. There's a bit of a scuffle over this. Meta into the face of Oni. Valkyrie comes out from the Cassia, finds the Johanna. There's a root really quickly onto the Cassia. She gets a hyper shift from the Brightwing. That's going to be Sonya going down to the Nexus forces. Cassia will be taken down as well. It's looking like this boss invade is absolutely massive for the side of HauiGaming. A humongous shift in momentum, triple kill coming through, experience to be gained. Unfortunately, though, Deathwing gets the channel on the objective. But is it? I mean, the death timers are relatively low, so it's not that big of a deal, but rough to lose the boss there as well. Really, like, the stars kind of aligned. Everything was there. Boss push plus curse would have been huge. The triple kill coming through while Deathwing was getting the objective channel. Unfortunate series of events as the Stormbolt from Murden connects onto this. Sylvanas, she looks to back away, throwing back a point-blank Wailing Arrow to his face. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the heroics there for a second, but it appears that Cassia's gone down in the mid lane to the Anduin. Johanna falls to Muradin. Currently, Deathwing still trying to chase onto this Vala here. Muradin rounds the corner. Dwarf tosses in. We'll head them off at the pass as the Stormbolt goes into Anduin. The Chastise goes out, but Deathwing can't close the distance. Brightwing gets one hit. Is there another Muradin Dwarf toss? Stormbolt! And Brightwing would have had the hit with the Arcane Flare at the end either way. Go Finns. Are there Finns that are playing? I prefer dorsals. Well, Molten Flame down from Deathwing, trying to clear out the wave a little bit, but doesn't want to take damage to get free stacks over Sylvanas. Another onslaught in, another incinerate as well. But we have Cassia with the Valkyrie, Leap Sonya, Blink Heal, Brightwing, Avatar, Muradin, and Bellowing Roar for the Deathwing. On the opposing side, it's Light Bomb, March of the Black King for Leoric, as well as Wailing Arrow, Rain of Vengeance, and Blessed Shield. You assume they are? Is it just the words, or? Ah, there it is. Okay, there it is. Hauki is Pike. I believe they are finished, though. I feel like we've talked about this before. I'm like 80% sure we've talked about this. I think we had a player from the team in here one time confirm it as well. But that would make sense translation-wise. Granted, there are other words in the world that... Well, Wailing Arrow coming out from Sylvanas. The Avatar from Muradin does get activated, and he's able to back off just fine. Meta Make. On the north side of our screen has that March of the Black King. Big skeletal swing. We're going to see the drain applied to Muradin, forced to dwarf toss away. Currently have Leap in from Sonya, Leap of Fate to save the Vala positioning. Bellowing Roar down from the Deathwing, onslaught into the backline. Sylvanas is going to start chunking in to this raid boss right now, but it doesn't look like it's working out too well for Sylvanas and friends. actually. It's starting to chunk into the Deathwing all of a sudden. Here we go. Onslaught back into the Leoric. He goes down. March of the Black King was utilized there, but it wasn't enough to save the Boner King. Make is probably a shorthand of Marco, a common Finnish name.
Shall we see?
I actually think that the Leoric's name is Meta Make, like making meta. That's how I interpreted it. Because they're taking March of the Black King, and I was like, all right, you're a meta maker. Okay, I like it. If they lose, I will claim they're imposters from Sweden. Oh, we don't want to start a Northern European turf war here, okay? There's enough anger in this world already. Deathwing drops down. A little shield glare from the Johanna scouting out. I think got the Murden. Or at least saw the Murden there for a moment. Either way, Sylvanas is joining in. Brightwing in bottom lane. Probably phase shifts into all of this. Murden, by the way, did go into healing static. Does have the Thunderburn level 4. Typically, they're comboed together. There's a Chastise onto the Murden. Activates Avatar once again. The light bump from Anduin connects onto the heal of the Sonya. The Rain of Vengeance locking her down further, but it won't be a kill in to the Barbarian as we have a Bellowing Roar from Deathwing pushing a few back. The Haunting Wave in from Sylvanas. She does have that Festering Wounds level 7, which is often paired in with that level 1 questing talent to be able to, you know, you throw the Haunting Wave and then you can throw the Shadow Dagger and get some nice, I think it's like 12 stacks if you don't sustain the marks on the target. But here we go. Deathwing is getting chunked and will be taken down. Been ongoing since Sweden conquered an area that's now called Finland. Does Northern Europe have that kind of, like, I guess it's all over Europe where, like, it's like one region has territory from another, but to this day they believe that territory is theirs. A good example is northwest of Romania. Hungarians believe that that should be their territory still because the Romanians took it from, doing air quotes, took it from them during the Ottoman Empire. To which I said that to someone, and they go, you know, the Ottoman Empire wasn't that long ago. And I was like, okay. Like, okay, bud, you're missing the point. But there's also Romanians on the east side that believe parts of Moldova belong to them. So, yeah, there's that, like, all across Europe, like. But it's Hungarians, like, there's like a stat that I saw ages ago. And I grew up with this as well, but like there was a stat I saw ages ago, and like Hungarians were one of the most notable people. Sorry, there's this thing right here, and I wasn't sure if it was my monitor or if it was the game, and it's the game. Okay, good. Not as much as they have something we claim as our own, just that they had the audacity to conquer us in the first place. God, you know, I can't wait for the Gulf of America to be renamed. Because, you know, those are the priorities. Those are the priorities as a U.S. citizen. Those are the priorities that I've been the most concerned about. As a U.S. citizen in his mid-30s, I have been most concerned about whether or not we own Greenland, whether or not it's the Gulf of America, or the Gulf of, you know, these things keep me up at night, Killer. No, I'm just yes-anding you, bud. I'm just yes-anding you. What's up, Crimson? Good to see you as well. Yeah, it's you know. Anyways, my obvious opinion aside, let's go ahead and take a look at this next objective. Could be a curse over to the side of HauiGaming as the Valkyrie comes out from Cassie. A Deathwing drops down from the sky. I want to say I saw a Blessed Shield in somewhere in all of this, and yes, absolutely I did. The Murden goes down first. The Bellowing Roar from Deathwing pushes back a few. LSK is doing their best to take down the Deathwing, but they can't do it. Deathwing taps well. Sonya looking to turn the tide onto that Sylvanas, but she gets the Will of the Forsaken for that massive speed buff of 140% for 3 seconds. Whew. Cav, stop. Cav, stop. It's too real. It's too real. Curse goes over to the side of HauiGaming, the Haunting Wave from Sylvanas. She actually has not picked up many stacks since the last time I checked. She's actually at 111 now. I want to say the last time I checked it was 101, and that was maybe 2-3 minutes ago. Okay, it is Festering Wounds. I was like, wait a minute, did I misremember the 7? Either way, let's take a look here. Deathwing did fly up to the sky. He's using the Skyfall to get a little bit of healing. The alley-oop with the Valkyrie into Leap of Faith. The leap from Sonya. Murid and Cassia do go down. The Cataclysm from Deathwing across so many bodies as Anduin will fall. The Vala auto attacks continue to rain in with the benefit of Manticore. The Polymorph turns Vala to a pig. She avoids the Arcane Flare. Deathwing does go down. A Hyper Shift point blank onto that. Sonya will bolster her health pool, but Meta Make wants to get in here. March of the Black King down for the next 28 seconds. Not really needed, but the mid lane keep should be taken down here. I think Sylvanas has Black Arrows after this, but it doesn't matter. The objective phase times out, and so does the health bar of that keep, and it's looking like top lane went down during all of that. Bottom lane is crashing in. A lone Brightwing to defend, and this is looking like map number 1 in our 4th best of 3 of the day. We'll be going over to the side of HauiGaming. How many stacks for Cassia by the end? We'll find out. GG, well played. What's up, Bimpy? Hope the casting's going well. It's been really fun today. We're just trying to hit the Friday crowd control sub goal. They won the game. They're Finnish. You mean they're fishish? Finfish? Fin. I thought I had something. Finnish fishman. You make it into a tongue twister. The funny Finnish Fishman. God dang it. How many Q stacks for the Cassia by the end? She had 42. She had 42. All right, you know the deal. Let's go ahead and roll out the ads. We'll chat about some random stuff while those go, and when we're done with the ads, we will get into the next map. As I said, be sure to follow, consider gifting, subscribing, or any of that other good stuff, but we'll see you all in a moment for map number 2 of this best of 3.
The battle begins shortly, heroes.
Welcome back, everybody, into our Best of 3 series here in Heroes Lounge. My name is Bahamut. On the left side, we have the Dyslexic Defenders with a Sonya, Thrall, Ariel, Diablo, Greymane. Right side of the map will be HauiGaming. Up in this best of 3, looking for a clean 2-0 and deny Chymotrypsin, that map number 3. We've got a Gul'dan, Vala, Chen, Stukov, and a Nubarak. We got a fun little gamble going on right now because we know the results. You can just easily Google the results of the series, but we don't know the results on how many Q stacks Vala will have by the end of the game, so be sure to get your gambles in on how many times she's able to land that Q hit on an enemy hero. 69 or more, 68 or less, let's get into it. Warhammer's legit plastic. It really is, though. Like, I have so many friends that, like, there's a joke that it's like, oh no, I'm looking at miniatures again, and now I just spent $150. I'd listen to Rivals Casting. I can't say I get too into it, but I'd have it on the background. I appreciate the support, Slayer. Thank you, thank you. I would appreciate the support. How do I get into joining a team in Heroes Lounge? I would first join their Discord. I don't have like a Discord link, but you can probably get the Discord off their website by easily I think it's heroeslounge.gg is their website. And I'm sure there's a Discord link there. And are there noob divisions? I mean, there's divisions 1 through 5, so Division 5 would be the lowest division, so I guess you could quote-unquote say it's a noob division. I think anyone who actually puts themselves like out there and plays the game and tries to play the game as intended by the developers, 5v5 and comms and all that kind of stuff, I consider you got more credit in my book than the average Storm Leaguers, because Storm Leaguers just show up to see numbers go up and down. But yeah, I would say check out the website, join the Discord, and go from there. There's usually like a looking for team channel. Like I know NGS has a looking for team channel where you can like put your information. Tank player, gold, this, blah, 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 that. If I wanted to get into Bandit's casting room and give him pets, how would I do that? By redeeming Bandit pets. I don't like strangers in my house. Alright, focusing back in. We got odds on the gamble, thank you chat. She's currently at 2 stacks. And we have, it's Garden of Terror. We have Camps Abound. First objective phase will be in the bottom right of the map as well. Looks like Necro's setting up for that one. Top area, we're going to be seeing the Bruiser Camp. Thanks for the redemption, bud. Appreciate it. Sorry, I was looking at making sure I didn't miss anything else. It's a thing. It's been a thing for like years. Seed goes over to the right-hand side. HauiGaming are going to be able to... no, excuse me. Completely misreading it. I did the Dyslexic Defender thing and literally read it wrong. But Dyslexic Defenders will be able to get the seed. I saw the thrall and my brain just flipped everything around, but a Nubarak Burrow charges in, unable to land the double stun or any stun. More Fell Flames in from Gul'dan. Thrall finishes out his level 4. 26 of the 30 stacks for Gul'dan, so he'll be done with that soon. Chen flying kick in right now. Skimming talents. He didn't go for freshest ingredients with the synergy of the flying kick at level 4. Went for the Eye of the Tiger. Basic attacks against bruise-soaked enemies. Bruise-soaked enemy heroes deal 6% more damage and heal Chen for 60% of the damage done. And then you have the accumulating flame, increase the ignited damage by 30%. Basic attacks against enemy heroes who are ignited, increase its duration by 0.75. So good synergies with those. As Meta is not going to be taken down in this top lane. It looks like Gul'dan finishes his pursuit of flame by taking down the Thrall in bottom. And absolutely, looks like the siege has continued. Good drain off the minion wave. Once again, bound by Shadow. Not sure if they really want the reduce corruption or if they're just matching the icons. But as I said, I learned from Stark recently, you gotta go. At level 7, you just gotta go for reduced healing with more spell power. I have seen the light, and I am a level 7 spell power believer. I let strangers in my house because that's how I get my weed. What? Aren't there stores for that now? I'm always amazed by Bandit how he just stays in the majority of the stream. Not every 2 seconds, get up and sit down, get up and sit down. Paul, yeah. I mean, he's just always been a good boy. He's always been a good, like, when it's time to, like, play and party and run around, it's time to play and party and run around. When it's time to, like, sit and chill, it's time to sit and chill. But the other thing, too, is, like, I take him for a walk before stream. I usually take him for a walk after stream, or we, like, run around the house a little bit. So it's, like, I think there's, like, that for him. He's, like, if I lay here and sleep, I get to play later. But also, it's always been like that. Like, when I was an engineer, it was the same setup. Like, I was in this room for, like, 80% of the day, so I think it's just the norm for him.
Splendid. Gather that seed for me.
Sorry, just the Bimpy comment threw me off guard. Anyways, let's circle back into the game. Let's get back into the focus here for our map number 2 in this best 3 series in Heroes Lounge. We got ourselves a Cocoon for a Nubarak, Flailing Swipes on the Stukov, Wandering Keg for the Chen, Rain of Vengeance for the Vala. Is it a Rain of Destruction for Gul'dan? Of course not. It's Horrify, the better of the 2 talents. Rain of Vengeance is fun, though. Or Rain of Destruction is fun, though. Apocalypse activation into the Vala, and a clap from Ariel helps Diablo get the kill. We currently have Apocalypse, Curse Bullet, Crystal-Aegis, Earthquake, and Leap for Sonya's Chen. So, oh, Chen went for the flying kick, and Sonya was leaping away there. I saw it on the minimap, the Chen flying across top lane. Rain of RNG. Here's the thing. Memes aside, Rain of Destruction really does get tons of siege value. Like, you step up right here and you put that circle around here-ish, or even on the center of this fort, you'll get like a good, like, I don't know, 40-ish% of it.
I suggest you do it now.
It actually has really good siege value. But of course, Horrify is Horrify, and Horrify wins fights, and if you win fights, then you push, and then you don't need to utilize a heroic to siege. Wandering Keg from the Chen, pushing Thrall up against the wall. The Earthquake was activated. The pulses are going to continue to build up his trait for a little extra healing. And there's some slight damage coming out from those pulses as well. The Flailing Swipes from Maza are going to be able to create some space for Chen to back away. Unfortunately, Vala still goes down. The Lurking Arm will not be able to help out, and that is another kill into our Demon Hunter. 10 stacks. The Doubters sitting there licking their chops. A raw apocalypse. Man, you get like the dough. You can still see the dough around it. Raw apocalypse to try and make something happen. I think Diablo was looking for like a shadow charge, overpower initiation back into the apocalypse. It didn't work out, but they still get the kill. Horrify from Gul'dan activates just as he goes down. This is going to be your fort in mid lane taken down. Top lane fort is being defended by Chen, but still a minion wave and camp pushing things up here. Mid fort goes down. Sonya heading to bottom. Siege does continue. Healing pathogens spread to a few allies around. He's doing the best. Doing my best, sir. Shadow charge initiation into the Vala once again. Diablo's not taking a level 13. Crystal Aegis onto Diablo. Breaks the targeting from the keep shots, and he'll be able to back off just fine. Garden Terror in bottom confirms the fort here as well. A triple fort phase for the members of Dyslexic Defenders who really want that map 3. They want that Kaimo map 3. Was that a Spaceball reference? It was indeed. We actually have a Spaceball emote in this channel as well. Literally because of that scene. We even have a Spaceballs alert from that scene. Yeah, I love Spaceballs is like top 10 movie for me. Spaceballs, Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles, those are like repeat movies for me when I was younger. And still to this day, like I rewatch both of those like at least twice a year. Apocalypse finds nobody. Diablo goes in with the Shadow Charge onto Gul'dan. The Flailing Swipes and the Horrify do push the enemies back. Cocoon from Anubarak onto one. Here comes Anubarak with the Burrow Charge. Impale thrown the wrong way. The Crystal Aegis into the Thrall as Chen has the Wandering Keg. It's more of a disengage heroic right there as more Fell Flames are thrown back by Gul'dan. You know they're making a sequel, Heretic, to Spaceballs, and I'm not excited about it at all. Just like how I wasn't excited about the sequel to History of the World Part 1, because I was like, they never needed to make that. Also, Nick Kroll does the exact same bit in like everything he does, and I can't stand it, so I can't stand Nick Kroll. The funniest bit from History of the World Part 2 was when they had Jack Black play Stalin, and everyone was making fun of him. That was the funniest shit to me. And then Nick Kroll showed up out of nowhere, and I was like, God dang it! Just like the Sonya shows up out of nowhere, leaps into the Gul'dan's face, takes him down. Shadow Charge from Diablo to re-engage onto the Vala as she looks to back away. Unfortunately, she will not be able to get out alive. And another kill into the Vala as Nubrak burrows in with the Impale onto Sonya. She spears to answer, but LSK is fine to get back behind the fort, the keep front gate. They even told us the name at the end. I mean, literally, those are actually two Mel Brooks movies that had a joke about a sequel that really shouldn't have happened. Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money, or The Quest for Money, and then you had History of the World Part 2 with all of those things. All those references, but yeah, I just wish they never made it. History of the World Part 2 was not funny to me. The dudes from Jackass doing the Rasputin thing just felt so late. Like, it's like, dude, Jackass humor, it was funny ages ago, but it's just kind of done. Like, the whole Jackass thing is kind of done. Rain of Vengeance down from the Vala. We currently have a leap into the backline from Sonya, getting a massive stun. Speaking of stuns, the Apocalypse comes out with Diablo. I think he might have pushed someone out of that. Speaking of pushing things around, we got that Chen Wandering Keg, the flailing swipes to shove people around. And Nubrak tries to burrow away, but the Greymane auto attack tracks in time. Rain of Vengeance from Vala, the Horrify from Gul'dan, but unfortunately Greymane continues to rampage through the health bars of these enemies, ripping them up. And a double kill goes over to the side of Dyslexic Defenders, who may just push in through mid to end this map number 2, and take us to the map 3 in this best of 3 series. Spaceballs didn't actually happen, though, right? It's literally in production. That's what I was just talking about. It actually might be, they might be done. I think they said the script is done. Something's done. But they announced the director like a year and a half or so ago. It's like Josh Gab or something. Which I know his name, and I feel like I'm not gonna like it based on his name. But Spaceballs 2 is happening, and I am not excited. Yeah, they like, you can. We'll Google it after this game. We'll talk about it more after this game. What do we have at level 16 for our Thrall? It's gonna be Thunderstorm. Of course, we're going to be seeing the Reservoir of Hope, which is going to be nerfed in our upcoming patch. Which, by the way, we should be getting our patch pretty soon. Early February, I assume. Josh God? Gad, yeah. Gad. I think it's Gad. But I believe, yeah, this is Reservoir of Hope, I believe, is getting nerfed in the upcoming patch. Exclamation patch if you want to know more. I did do a review video on that one. Of course, we'll do a review video on the day of, because patch videos do decent on YouTube. Thank you, Ash Mantle. He voiced Olaf in Frozen. That's like one of the most annoying characters in the movie. Shh, it's a push party. Oh, not anymore. Diablo's showing. Curse Bullet goes out from Greymane. I don't think it connected onto the Nubrak. They still get the great damage in. Crystal Aegis from the Ariel into Diablo. Nubrak answers right back in with a Burrow Charge. Impale. The Apocalypse comes back out. A Wandering Keg from Chen as the Horrify from Gul'dan does split people around, but I don't think it got the split they were hoping for. Gul'dan goes down first in this engagement, as well as the Chen and Vala. Nubrak tries to burrow away to safety and gets a heal quickly from that Stukov. But with a triple kill in hand and a Stukov and Nubrak to defend, I believe this is looking like a GG map number 3 on the horizon. Stukov will self-cast the Lurking Arm. He says, try and step into this. So they do, and they get the kill. Quadra kill goes over to the side of Dyslexic Defenders, and that will be the end of things here in map number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, our best 3 series goes the distance for the map 3 on the horizon. How many level 1 stacks for Vala by the end? She had 68 or less. She had 24. She had, about a third of the stacks, a little more than a third. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, yeah, that's a bit different, Trainwreck. That's a bit different. But either way, Twitch Gamble's going. Final map in this best of 3 series here in Heroes Lounge. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Hope you're all enjoying the games. And let's get into it. On the left-hand side, HauiGaming, Johanna, Artanis, Tassadar, and Cassia. Oh, and Anduin. Yeah, I guess there's an Anduin in there somewhere.
10 seconds.
Sorry, my music is not showing up. Hold on. Music is enabled. There we go. Right side of the map will be Dyslexic Defenders. We have a Mal'Ganis, Stukov, Kael'thas, Vala, and Leoric. Now, Artanis is going to be going into Dings, Protector of Our. Basic attacks against enemy heroes increase the Artanis basic attack damage by 0.1. Takedowns grant 1 bonus stack, or one whole damage, or 1 whole percent. So every time Artanis hits an auto attack onto an enemy hero, he will get a singular stack. How many of these stacks will he have by the end of the game? 169 or more, 168 or less. Final gamble in the series. Get them in. Are you planning to play KCD2 when it comes out next month? Shush. I don't know the abbreviation. Sorry, bud. Can you put the full name? Like, I just don't know what it is. Balla vaults in, and oh my god, I can't believe the Cassia's not dead. Cassia did not die. No early game kill on either side right now. Back in bottom lane, we got Artanis up against Leoric. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I will probably not be playing that. No. The next big game that I'm saving up for is Doom Dark Ages. That is the next game, like, big title that I'm saving up for stream. That is going to be one of those games where I'm competing against other big streamers for viewership. That's going to be one of those games where, like, I'm streaming this mostly for me. No, that's going to be one of those games that I might just be streaming. Like, we might not be getting a lot of subs, follows, views, but I'll be having a blast. Kissing Cthulhu? What? Simon. Doom Dark Ages doesn't sound right, though. Why not? It feels like very Doom thematic, like the Doom Dark Ages. Oh yeah. Gravity Labs from Kael'thas connects onto the Johanna. The Iron Skin, I believe, was activated somewhere in there. Might have been. Nope. Yeah, it's just Iron Skin was activated, I do believe, and Johanna does go down. Second kill goes over to the side of Dyslexic Defenders. By the way, the Twitch gamble is still going, and Artanis has 35 stacks. So not sure if that sways any gamblers by any means, but that's actually a decent amount of stacks, 2.5 minutes into the map. And he can just keep twin blading onto this Leoric, and looks like they actually have decent shove siege in the bottom as well. Oh, you guys are talking about the game. Okay, sorry, I was just skimming chat really quickly. What is the Kingdom Come Deliverance even about? Is it like a period game? Like I don't know anything about it. Blade dash, twin blades, drain onto meta, little swap right there. But the Artanis Leoric will just trade back and forth here and there. We've got the Consume Vitality as well as Ghastly Reach for Leoric. Ooh, big Skeletal Swing coming in. Drain Hope immediately applied to LSK. Gets that Leap of Faith for Mana, but the body blocks are on Cassie. You're going to be too much. She goes down. 5-10. Looks like Artanis picks up a few of the gems. Only 5 to be lost about right there. I look away for 2 seconds, and I look back to just see Johanna's health bar getting eradicated. 4-0 in kills. Dyslexic Defenders just running away with map number 3 start. This is going to be Red Webweavers descending. No boss, because we're not even 5 minutes into the game, so can't be picking that up. This will be your subdue for the Johanna, as well as the Sins Exposed. Artanis is going to be going for the Psionic Synergy as well as the Chrono Surge. We have Tacit our full auto attack build. We'll see if that continues, or what he's going to be taking at 13-16. I prefer the Psy Storms at those level, but I understand that there's some spell power augments that are pretty nice as well. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what this Red Webweaver phase does yield. You have a YouTube for those reviews? Me? No. I just my YouTube is pretty much just Heroes Casting. I tried putting other stuff on my YouTube. Didn't do that good. Heroes Casting is the only thing that does moderately well there, so that's all I upload. It's a medieval, fairly historical, accurate first-person simulation. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that was a good night rush in from the Mal'Ganis, but can he set up the kill? No, the Iron Skin allows Johanna to back away. Stukov pulled a little out of position by that bait right there. Divine Star thrown out here and there. Bottom lane fork goes down. 69 gems in the pocket of the side of HauiGaming. See if they can get a turn in here. 41 of the 55 on the opposing side. Not too far off from a back-to-back turn-in, but it's not going to be immediate. Obviously, some waves need to be cleared, some gems need to be picked up. But all in all, a singular structure in the bottom to go down. Artanis currently at 71 stacks. We have a matched gamble at 7.7 thousand. Thank you, chat, for participating. So, on the right side, it's going to be Entomb, Reign of Vengeance, Phoenix, Massive Shove, and Carrion Swarm. There's the Phoenix coming out. Couple autos into the Cassia. Bellclaw's out from the Mal'Ganis. Looks like he'll just grab the Globe for his allies. That does give 20 over to the Kael'thas, excuse me, who will be able to have his activatable for the Arcane Barrier now that he has the 20 stacks. But of course, he can overstack, building up that mana pool further, which does give him a bigger shield. Cassia goes in for the Fen, the Ball Lightning, the Blessed Shield was in there as well. 10 seconds on the Carrion Swarm, by the way. That Blessed Shield interrupting, so much utilized right there, but they get the kill into Vala. As the Artanis and friends look to, or excuse me, Artanis is still clearing out bottom. The rest of his friends maybe looking for a channel for a turn-in. They don't need that many gems, 11 or so, if I'm not mistaken, which could be the Johanna or the Cassia. Let's take a look here and see. Artanis gem count is 5, so yeah, they need Johanna or Cassia, the Amazon or the Paladin. Crusader, excuse me. Stacks for the Cassia on the Thunderstrokes. 7.5 minutes in is not bad at all. 1 piercing light stack for the Anduin as well. Being armed down from the Stukov just to clear out this camp a little bit faster. Blue Web Weavers will be descending. Leoric going to be clearing out the wave here really quickly in bottom. The Web Weaver won't get too much descent into that lane. Taking a look top lane, the Web Weaver should crash right into the fort front gate. Shield Glare going out. How common is Black Hole Ultimate for Tassadar? I honestly, so we've seen like 2 Tassadars today I can remember, and both of them are Black Hole. Archon is pretty good. I feel like it's just like what kind of control you want in the fight. Do you want more damage, or do you want like the control of Black Hole is the big question. And I think right here they want that control, they want that clustering, they want that clumping for Black Hole, as well as to be able to just follow up with AoE damage onto those, as I mentioned, clustered up enemies. But this is somehow, some way, the Mal'Ganis will not fall. Finally goes down. Kael'thas and Stukov do pick up those gems. But I would say Archon is more common, but we do see Black Hole here and there. The utility for it's not too bad. After 0.5 seconds cast, excuse me, after a 0.5 second cast, create a Black Hole that travels a long line. Enemy heroes within the Black Hole area are quickly pulled towards the center. Touching the center deals 516 damage and stuns the target for 1.25 seconds. So a lot of utility within it. I think it's just what you want to go for. When you're going auto attack build like this, I would have liked to see Archon, especially if you're going feedback, and I forget the level 16 Psystorm talent. That all just pairs really well into Archon, especially with Twilight Archon level 20. But they just might, they also might want the control for like boss pit and stuff like that. Another Black Hole to push the Mal'Ganis around. And don't forget, there is a stun on that. It's a very uncommon thing to forget that there's a 1.25 second stun on that, which is actually, I think, a big deal to interrupt a few of the abilities of the enemies, like Carrion Swarm as well. Or even, like, if an Entomb comes down, you throw the Black Hole to push the enemies back and create space for the allies. Gotcha. Glad to help. Glad to help. Glad to help with my knowledge of the game. We do currently have our Artanis continuing his Phase Prism build. 131 stacks, so the Believers have to be feeling pretty good right now. Not too much more for him to go, about 38 stacks to be able to hit the Twitch gamble. Yeah, Archon is the better and the more common of the 2 heroics, but there is good utility from Black Hole. All right, 6-4 currently in kills. We got our camp on the left-hand side being worked on. Boots, Lion, Enchant Boots, Lion Speed. That's I'll never get that talent name down. Will be picked up by the Anduin. We'll probably get Glyph of Faith at level 16 as well. It's rare that we don't. I still feel like Glyph of Faith needs to be baked in. Either you auto get it at a certain level, or you need to like heal X amount of damage to get it or something. I don't know. I feel like Glyph of Faith becoming a baseline ability would be really cool. Much like Lunara with Sentinel Wisp. I feel like Sentinel Wisp should just be baked into Wisp somehow, some way. Reveal 10 enemies with basic Wisp and you upgrade their vision range or something like that. I don't know. That way we can get some variety on the level 1 for Lunar and the level 16 for Anduin, in my opinion. Phoenix out from the Kael'thas, the Rain of Vengeance goes down. The Leap of Faith will be a Kaimo Cleanse, as it does not pull the ally to safety. But the talent ability cooldown will activate. There's that black hole I was talking about to push back the enemy, the light bomb. A little anti-synergistic in the moment. The massive shove not connecting. Not able to push anyone right there, but the red web weaver has descended for the side of Dyslexic Defenders. A Gravity Lapse goes fishing, and Yarana is unable to land that CC. Wait, Kaimo, now that you're retired, can we no longer call it a Kaimo Cleanse? Carrion Swarm, no interrupt onto that. The Gravity Lapse once again goes fishing. Recently, I saw the village where they filmed that movie. There's actually a YARP on the side of the sign that welcomes you to the city. Like the little village they filmed not Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzzin'. As you're entering in, there's like a YARP. I actually think that's the same village they filmed all 3 of the movies in. I think it was. I might be wrong in that, but I think the location's like the same. Oh, they don't get the tag on boss in time. That is going to be Red Web Weavers ascending over to the side of Dyslexic Defenders. Kaimo Cleanse forever? Okay. Red Web Weavers have descended into lanes. See how they're able to push things up right now. Tassadar in bottom lane. He's already done with his level 1, 132 stacks. So the stacks actually, since the last time I mentioned it, Artanis has gotten a singular stack. He needs 37 more autos. 69 stacks for the Cassia. Very nice. If we can get some nices in chat for the Cassia player. Mid lane being sieged right now. Camp plus Webweaver, very healthy. Mid lane Webweaver at about 75-ish % HP overall. Gets a couple of those summons to pop out. The Orc Wraith walking in. Ominous Wraith, Royal Focus. Big Skeletal Swing. Lands the drain. But the Tassadar will not go down. Phase Shift, or excuse me, Blade Dash with Phase Prism to try and close the distance onto the Orc. And the mid lane Webweaver is cleared away. Keep is going to be saved. The Phoenix from Kael'thas gets a little bit of damage, but that's it. Thanks for the nices. Thanks for the nices. Oh, back to mid lane. They take it down. Shield glare out from the Johanna. Another Night Rush activation. No one found by that. Another shield glare goes out by the Johanna. Okay, we're just waiting apparently. 56 of the 60 gems held on the left-hand side, but the waves are pushed out a little bit, so they're just waiting for those to come in. So they need one more wave. They need a singular gem currently. This has to be telegraphed. I mean, Leorc is literally on that wall. They showed in the wave as well. On the opposing side. Oh, no, they are starting it out. Okay, I thought they were feigning for a second. Tassadar shows on the left-hand side. Johanna coming through, the Night Rush activation. They're going to cancel, leash the boss, Gravity Lapse. It was kind of a feign, but not really. Like, they were like, if they don't show up, we get this. If they show up, we fight. Unfortunately, Leorc goes down. Massive shove to push back the enemy. The Black Hole from Tassadar will come out as well. And Kael'thas goes down. Vala on the top right of our screen will be chased down by the Cassia. And it looks like a lone Stukov tries to back away, and he should be able to make it out of here alive unless there's some sort of stun root lockdown before he gets through the gate. He's going to head towards the north side. The swap from Artanis is good, and the quadra kill will be achieved. The funny meme number ritual must be obeyed. Thank you, I appreciate it. lane is going to be crashing onto the fort here. We have got 50 gems held right now, 27 turned in. Do they need the Tassadar? No, they don't. All right, Webweaver plus boss. Is this the game-winning push? Let's find out. Yep, believers will get paid out, by the way. Artanis is 180-something stacks. Force wall against the wall there, or by the keep front gate. We actually have a target purified, by the way, for Artanis. We have the Radiating Faith as well as Force Barrier, Infinite Lightning, and Censure. Ball Lightning goes out. There's a Black Hole from the Tassadar. There's a Phoenix from Kael'thas. Ball Lightning should almost get a reset down to 9-4 reset seconds. Boss in top lane works through the keep front gate as well as most of the keep HP, or at least half of it. Webweaver has now arrived. Webweaver and bottom and mid are still pushing in. Is this the game-winning moment? Stukov dead for the next 40 seconds. Leoric Wraith walking back over into the enemies. Trying to get that damage reduction. Doesn't work out too well for him. Or I guess it doesn't get much value from that. And nope, they're not going to end. They will get mid lane fort. They are going to get some damage on the bottom lane keep, but that's going to be that. All right, it's not over yet. I thought that was the game-winning push. Not the case. Stukov still dead for 16 seconds. Going to start opening up mid lane. Gravity Lapse, Flame Strike into meta. Artanis will back away. No Living Bomb spread or no splash damage onto the wave. Kael'thas, by the way, did go Flamethrower level 20. We've got the Acrobat for the Vala, Buried Alive in Leoric, as well as the Push Comes to Shove. And we actually have the Seeker Swarm for our Mal'Ganis, which upgrades upon expiring. Carrion Swarm bats seek nearby enemy heroes, dealing 289 damage and sleeping them for 2.5 seconds. And the Black Hole from Tassadar comes out once again. Oh, the Carrion Swarm gets interrupted, and the target purified doesn't actually reset because there was no initial contact onto the Mal'Ganis, so it actually just got put on a 10-second cooldown instead. Unfortunate. Artanis was hoping to get some resets on that target purified. Increase the speed of Purifier Beam by 15%. If the target of Purifier Beam dies, it automatically recasts the nearest visible enemy hero. Definitely think there were some visible heroes there. But either way, they don't need this bottom lane keep whatsoever. They can just push past and run towards core, and that's the case. Massive shove to push the Artanis all the way back, but that is still going to be Stukov going down since he was standing there for the dust. I don't know, 2.5, 3 seconds. Force Wall from Tassadar stops the Leoric from getting into the Hall of Storms, but it will not yield a kill. Shielding is starting to drop down, and it's looking like HauiGaming are going to be able to take this series in a 2-1 here in Heroes Lounge Division 3 for Season 26. GG, well played. They almost get the Finland, but none to be achieved as Leoric lives for the last 2 seconds.